fourth and final day at ADEX 2017 in Seoul. Today we take a further look at the latest land defense technologies from South Korea.
So it is our short-range air defense, air surveillance radar, which is able to detect not only aircrafts, but as well as UAVs, which has been a big issue around here lately. It's a 3D ASA, which stands for Active Electronically Scanned Array Radar, that will give azimuth, elevation, those kind of information in 3D form. It will be integrated with air defense systems such as BIHO, and it is integrated in terms of communications, yes. We also invested a lot of our funds to develop this, and yes, it is part of the Korean program. This is more close to being deployed than the weapon locating radar, but yes, it is basically its premiere. So it'll be deployed next year. That is our latest mobile sensor product, which is the weapon locating radar. It is able to detect and track enemy artillery fire as well as allied artillery fires. So it'll be, after calculating the trajectory, it'll be able to find the point of origin, where the enemy artillery is firing from, and the point of impact, where the artillery will land. So we've just finished developing it, and it is going to be deployed to the Korean Armed Forces very soon.
This system, we call it Cheonmu. It's a 230 millimeter. The class multiple local launcher is the hybrid, the rocket launcher system. So Hana is the first company who was chosen by the Korean government to lead the R&D project by the company itself. It's the first case in 2009. So we finished the development of this project in 2013, and we started the mass production in 2014. This is a 230 millimeter guided rocket. And we also have the multiple launcher system. Actually, we have two pods here. So one pod contains each 6 rockets. So it means that we'll have the total 12 the rockets in this system. And we also can use this launcher system for the 130 millimeter rocket. So in case of 230 millimeter rockets, the range is about 80 kilometer. Yeah. So we are trying to expand the range from the 8 kilometer to 120 kilometer at the moment. We have been supplying it to the Korean military.
This is new developed Evo 105 wheeled systems. The specification of this system is we combined conventional 105 towed gun with truck system. It was originally towed gun. In order to shorten the operation time and reduce the number of operators, we have to add GPS and fire control system and with the wheeled truck. So it can move quickly, it can be away from the enemy's counterfire. So it is a good solution for the South Asian market and more the mid-size, the small countries. Yeah. And now we start the operation in service. We deliver to Korean Army. In order to operate the old towed gun, it needs at least 10 minutes to install and ready to fire, and preparation for the ammunition and getting the fire targets information. But it can save more than less than 5 minutes. Yes, and it can be away from the enemy's counterfire after fire. So cruise survivability may be increased. In Korea, as a reserve war materials, we have a lot of 105 ammunitions as a reserve, more than 3 million. Because of that, we have to operate this 105 old gun. Yes, but time-wise, our soldiers decreasing now. Because of that, we have to decrease number of operators, and we have to increase the survivability of the crew. That is why we combine the wheeled system together.
This is the ambulance concept model of ambulance based on our basic model of wheeled armored vehicles. We can show the ambulance model we can develop based on our requirements of Korean government. But it is a prototype, and when the government requires some ambulance models, we can develop. Our ambulance of 8x8 ambulance wheeled armored vehicles can carry the wounded 4 persons. This is some concept model of peacekeeping missions of UN. It's developed based on our basic model of wheeled armored vehicles for Korean Army, but we adopt this remote combat weapon stations and some other additional equipment inside based on the requirements of the Korean government. Basically, Korean soldiers dispatched to so many countries for the peacekeeping missions in UN, but they need some kind of wheeled armored vehicles like this. So far, we don't have some field vehicles. We borrowed some other countries, but we need some our indigenous wheeled armored vehicles. That's why our Korean Army required for us to develop for the peacekeeping missions armored vehicles. This one is remote combat weapons stations. It is about 30 millimeter cannons, but we are collaborating with the other country. Okay, most of all, Hyundai Rotem is the official provider of wheeled armored vehicles in Korea, and we are now under serial production of wheeled armored vehicles. And initially, we produce about 500 wheeled armored vehicles, 8x8 wheeled armored vehicles, and 100 6x6 wheeled armored vehicles for Korean Army. But in the future, we will produce about several thousand wheeled armored vehicles, families, like ambulance and some anti-air guns, some other family vehicles will be produced in Korea in Hyundai Rotem. Also, we are planning to export to other countries. We are making some discussions with many countries.